SoFi, let's break it down, guys. Happy Monday, by the way. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in and subscribing as we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. So listen up here, guys. SoFi's down over 2% to kick off this Monday, this brand new week. And earlier in the day, guys, we were down to $13.80. We were down at that point about 6%. Yes, you heard that right, guys. So we're going to break down the charts, what I'm looking to do here, the whole 9 yards. So let's just dive into it, man. And we'll break down some other stocks later in the video if we have time. So make sure you guys stick on throughout. So we opened up at $14.75 today on SoFi, and we dumped pretty much right out of the gate. And mind you, the entire stock market did the same. If I pull up SPY here, we can see we opened up at about, 603, 602.50 on SPY, and we dumped all the way down to 596, and we got a bit of a double bottom breakout going on here on SPY, which is a good sign. In the short term, it's a sign that maybe we're trying to reverse, right? And QQQ, you're seeing the same thing. We opened up at about 528, dumped all the way down to 520, double bottomed at that point, and now we're starting to push back to the mid 520s, right? And it's, we're seeing this across the board. We opened up very aggressively red today, essentially following suit from Friday. Friday was a very rough day for stocks. So we started off today the same way, and now we're starting to rebound across the board here, but I'm not too convinced that this rebound is going to hold. I don't know. It kind of seems like a bull trap until we're able to get out of the the closing price from Friday on all these indexes, right? We can see QQQ closed at 526 Friday. We're still under that level. In fact, we're getting rejected at about 525, 526. That's not ideal, so I would like to see QQQ break out of Friday's closing price. And same thing here on SPY. SPY closed at, we're breaking out of it now. This is good. SPY closed at 600 on Friday. We dumped under it this morning. We got the 596. We double bottomed there, and now we're starting to break over 600 again, which is good. Although this could still also be a bull trap, so keep that in mind. But overall, indexes now are fighting to go green. They're trying to, and SoFi is kind of doing the same thing. Let me pull up SoFi here. SOFI is the ticker for those that have been living under a rock. I'm sure all you guys know that. So on Friday, SoFi closed at 1470 roughly, and we actually opened up slightly above that price this morning. And then, well, you guys see for yourselves, we dumped all the way down to 1380. So we dropped about 7% from the opening price to the intraday low today. That took about 30, 40 minutes. So we dropped pretty much for 30 minutes in a row about 7%. And now we're rebounding. And this is what I want you to keep an eye on for the rest of the day here, guys. 1460. Again, that's roughly where we closed on Friday. We're under that level now. That level needs to break if the bulls want to see any sign of an overall reversal, right? We're going to have to break back over 1450, 60, 75, and honestly above $15 per share. If I pull up this 5-day, 5-minute on SoFi, it's clearly continuing the downtrend, right? Each day over the last couple of days, we've taken out the lows from the previous day. That's kind of been the case here. Today's the same. We're continuing that trend. And something's got to give. Like I said, guys, we're going to have to get a break back over the mid-14s, back over 15, and honestly well above 15 for this to show any sign of a reversal to the upside, which we're just not getting it quite yet. And the fact that we took out $14 this morning, we broke into the 13s, that's not the best sign in the short term. We actually hit a fresh low on this 30-minute chart today. On the 1-hour chart, we hit a fresh low, and it looks like here this descending triangle that we called out, we talked about, is playing out now. You guys can see we made lower highs into this 1450 support. We then broke under it. Descending triangle is now clearly playing out. You guys see that. And on the 4-hour chart, we're not fully collapsing at this point, but we're at a multi-month support. This is where if it breaks this level, it could start to fall even further in the very short term. Notice how 1380, no joke, has been support for months, since the middle of November. In the middle of November, we held 1380. We held it middle of December, end of December, early January, mid-January. We held it early February, about 3 weeks ago, right? And now we're back at it. We held it this morning, 1380, by a thread, and we bounced off of it. But again, I'm not too convinced that this is the bottom yet, that buyers are coming in waves or in droves, whatever you want to call it. I'm not seeing it yet, We're still on a downtrend on the 5-day, and until we get a clear-cut reversal on this time frame, guys, in the short term, the bears are going to be in charge. And in my opinion, man, if we fall through 1380 into the mid-13s, low 13s, that's where things could slip. Not back to the single digits, in my opinion, although anything is possible, but that's where things could slip fast towards $10, $11, where that is where I think buyers are waiting. They're waiting with their hands open like this. Look at me, guys. They're like this right now. Or not now, but if it falls through 1380 back to 11, 12, low 13s, buyers are like this. They're waiting for SoFi to fall into their lap, and that's where I think they're gonna start buying it. And I bought just about a couple days ago. I added a little bit. I dollar cost average, and I will continue to do that on this next leg down here if we get it. It's not guaranteed, guys. Keep that in mind. For all we know, we might rally right off of 1380, 1450 back over 15. That could easily happen. But if we fail at this multi-month support, which as of now we're not, let me make that clear. Buyers are coming in, but if we fall through it at some point later today, maybe after this video goes up, or at some point tomorrow, we might be going down. The reality is $11, $12, and that's where I'm looking to buy more. No doubt. That's where I'm looking to continue to buy more in this stock. So let me show you guys some other names that I'm looking at here that are moving. There is some green, guys, although SoFi is taking a hit right now. There are stocks that are green today. Nike's up around 5%. It keeps on moving here, guys, after we got the Kim K collab announcement a couple of days ago, and honestly, it's been moving since that. We hit $68 about 2 weeks ago. Well, I guess exactly 2 weeks ago on Monday, 2 Mondays ago, we hit 68. Now we're at $80. We're at a multi-week high, and it looks like here Jefferies upgraded Nike to a buy. They increased their price target to 115 from 75, which is big here, guys. What else? Buy Nike stock aggressively as new CEO's playbook should work, according to an analyst. So they're obviously trying to turn things around at Nike, no doubt, with the new CEO. Obviously, they tried going more direct to consumer. That didn't really work, so they're going to try and go back on that. Now they're trying to innovate more, right? Create more growth channels now with the Skims collab with Kim K. I'm sure there's a lot more down the pipeline. But it looks like here, this analyst said it's his new top pick. He says, with shares near a valuation trough, we believe now's the right time to aggressively buy shares, given the big potential upside with minimal downside risk. I agree with that in terms of there being minimal downside risk. I could see that. Nike does seem like it is bottoming in the 70s here. It has been for the last year at this point, or like 6 to 8 months. So I believe there is minimal downside. I could see where the analyst is saying, or why the analyst is saying that. But is there just exponential upside now? I don't know. I think there could be some difficulties still with Nike, competition, innovation. But if they execute, man, hey, this could easily be a stock that's over 100, 125 bucks again. No problem. But I don't know if I want to buy it quite yet, me personally. That's just my thought. So we're about 10 minutes in. We could go all day about stocks here, guys, but I want to wrap it up. So we're going to end it here. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. We're on the road to 100K subs here, guys, and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks using that link down below, by the way, guys, and your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. So get on it, guys. Check out the link again down below, or go to StockSurfFest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.